Hi, I'm Hazel, and today I've got a quick video covering a few ways that I'm making gold now that 8.25 is here. So I have done a larger video on gold making in 8.2, links below, some of that is still definitely valid. This is just a few new things, and then a few newly good again things, taking into account the 8.25 content and circumstances. First is jelly. This is Alliance only, but holy smoking remains of Teldrassil is it good. You farm jelly and you sell it. Jelly demand won't last forever, but it's definitely hot now and should remain somewhat worthwhile going forward. Because it's so much faster to farm later on in your own B-mount grind, I recommend finishing it for yourself first, or at least getting to Revered and buying the goggles. My setup is B goggles to see jelly on the map, Monal hardened stirps for mounted looting, and war mode for less competition. Rich jelly and royal jelly I've found are easier to sell, and they go pretty quick in stacks of like 5. If you're not sure how to get started, I've got a front to back B grind guide that'll walk you right through it, link below. Second, also Alliance only and B-mount related, is the Seabreeze Bumblebee. Demand for this pet is way up. It is the fastest way to get started on the B-mount grind if you don't already have the Bumble's pet. You can buy them off the Storm's Wake rep vendor here if you are at Revered Reputation for 250 polished pet charms each. Cage 'em, post 'em, profit. If you're Alliance and you've got a few stacks of pet charms burning a hole in your bank, you might be able to cash out. Sooner rather than later, though, check the Seabreeze Bumblebee prices before you go ham. So that's it for brand new sources, but Horde players need not despair too much. The current climate of 8.25 has revived a few sources of gold which are available to all the people of Azeroth equally. Up there is alchemy, making a comeback profit-wise for one good reason, and that is that Zenithid prices, as far as I can see, fell off a cliff. My theory is that classic players were trying to just really quick farm gold for WoW tokens and then went herb farming in droves. If that's true, they sure drove the price literally into the sea. Potion prices have not fallen as dramatically in my experience, and they still sell at a solid rate. That gap of cheap herbs and normal potions means good gold for anyone with the setup to craft them. Abyssal healing potions in particular are back to being very profitable, especially if you're getting as many procs as you can. The next thing that's been good for me recently are viperfish. They're easier to get than they have been and sell better than ever. Competition for viperfish schools has somewhat evaporated, while demand for the fish, and feasts for that matter, holds steady. I can sell these things for like 150 gold each. If it weren't for jelly, you would never pry me out of Najatar. And last, my golden darling of BFA really, Enchanting has been so good to me. The enchant prices have been pretty steady, while material prices have fallen in 8.25. Not necessarily enchanting material prices, although those do dip here and there, but I'm talking tidespray linen, osmanite, that sort of thing. With the right professions, you can shuffle those materials into epic gear to disenchant, and then you're in business. And so that's what's been working for me. Thanks for watching, feel free to share any 8.25 gold tips of your own in the comments, and have a wonderful, wonderful day.